everywhere.
Time to fuck him up. Rally to your lord!
The Lord! Our Lord's here! Rally to your Lord!
Get him! Let's fight back!
My lord.
What's the situation here, Duncan?
Grim, my lord. The White Hills have broken through, and the rest of their forces are closing in.
Arrows! Ready!
We need reinforcements at the gate.
Have you seen Mother?
Why aren't you?
Have you seen Mother? No one knows
Get
where
back
she...
inside, now!
My lord, your command.
Protect the townsfolk.
Protect our people! Get them away from the battle!
Get the small folk out of here. Do it now.
We protect our own. Even if the game must fall, at least
Now
our
this
people will
is the
survive.
war I shall promise.
Yeah, it is.
Roderick!
Let's fucking fix this. You're dead. You're done. There we go. Got him. Keep going!
Keep firing arrows!
The cowards have us pinned.
Let's go.
Good idea, Westerosi. Let's give those fuckers a welcome to remember.
Yeah, let's give it to him. Becca's gonna give it to you. Yeah, fuck you, bud. Get him, the war is over. Whoa! Tower got
Lord
away.
Roderick Forrester! Last of his kind!
Last. Bring it on, bitch. Armor's well made, though.
I was hoping to face you whole. No matter.
Just because he's crippled doesn't mean he can fight.
Rally to your lord!
Having a hard time. You a scar.
Let go of my son!
Fucking Forrester cunt!
Oh, you're gonna fucking pay for that shit. Oh, you really think it's over? I'm gonna fucking put my foot, put my axe in your neck. Bring it. It ain't over yet. Choke on this bitch. Was it better to actually keep that in until you could actually get yourself patched up?
My son.
Rest in peace. Do they have the same generic guys for this shit? Yeah, they broke through the gate. Better than them slaughtering all the townsfolk, though. You have to keep on fighting. Oh, don't be a cocky bitch.
My lord, we have to get you. Arrows, ready!
Wait, how do they get up there? Why is it always in the side?
Duncan! Amaya!
Well, Maya's dead. Let's take the arrow. Either take it out or snap it. The North remembers!
Remembers!
My lord, we have to get you out of here.
Off me! Stop it! Roderick, help me!
No! No, 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 no,
She's lost, my lord. We have to go.
damn
You must survive, Roderick. For the house. For all of us that fought on this day. Now.
Oh boy. Let's go, Duncan's not dead. For those of you who are wondering, is there any other way that the fight ends? No. It doesn't end any other way. It just doesn't. Ironwrath falls in all endings. No matter how you try and play it, Ironwrath falls. Give him the nightshade like we... Give him the nightshade as promised.
You did the right thing.
I did what I had to do.
He was your friend.
Iron from ice, Cotter. You will never be forgotten. Cotter the potato fucker. We shall sing songs of Cotter the potato fucker. I at least had to make a bring back of the joke. I had to bring back the joke one last time for this. Because Finn's gone, Cotter's gone.
Your arrival has changed everything.
It has.
Even though we've been preparing for it all our lives. Now we don't have much time. We were sent here for a reason. To protect the North Grove. Winter is coming. And we have a role to play in the war to come.
Our father never would have wanted us to stand by and see House Forrester fall. Not while we can still do something about it.
It's too late to reach Ironwrath. It may already be lost.
Gregor trusted you for a reason. You know defending House Forrester is the right thing to do.
You're the one they sent, Garrett. You should be the one to decide.
Stay here, march south. Stay here, march south. Stay here, or we go and do what we can. I just hope this doesn't have repercussions later, but
House
we march
Forrester
south.
needs our help. So we'll gather our forces and march south. May the gods guide us and protect us.
Like, seriously. In all seriousness, if somehow it comes back to bite me in Season 2, so be it. If there ever is a Season 2. I'm just saying, if it comes back to bite me, so be it. I made the decision.
In the name of the king,
I made the decision,
I
and in Game
hereby
of Thrones, there's going to be
sentence you to death.
consequences. And there will be consequences. This is gonna end like Ned Stark. Well, there's Andros, and he got fucking executed. What up, you fucking vipers? Except for Sarah and Tarwick. They're good people. The fuck you giving me that
Bring
glare
forth
for?
the next prisoner.
This is how it ends.
This young woman is accused of murdering a loyal servant of the king. Who here bears witness to her crimes?
I will speak to them. This woman is a traitor and a murderer!
Kill her! She's
A
innocent!
disgrace to her family name!
Spare her!
Stand tall.
Mira Forrester, in the sight of gods and men, and in the name of the king,
End it!
I sentence you to die.
Shame!
Raymond!
Kill her!
If you have final words, speak them now.
She's innocent!
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice! A brave woman!
Oh, noble
Kill her!
Kneel.
This is how it ends, huh? Like Ned Stark. Fuck. Well, it was fun while it lasted, Mira. May the gods bring you peace. Tallman, Sarah, and Tarwick. This is exactly like the seed. Shit! Well, we're gearing out for a long expedition. Aw, we didn't even get a little sword sound effect. Come on. Come on. It could have went like shing. Fuck it, we're heading south. More people there, the better. And hey, in the months to come, we might be able to do something. But we won't know. We won't know unless there's a season 2. And a lot of you are probably like, could you shut up about season 2 or about a season 2 coming out already?
Forrester. They were nothing but Stark loyalists. And the Starks are dead. Are you listening, Reek? Father wanted to make sure they'd bend the knee. And what do I find? A child lord.
Reek
Ethan
is
the Bold.
Theon Greyjoy.
With some parasite by his side. As if I'd come to negotiate. And I thought, oh, this is going to be fun.
Grow up to be a lord.
Mira was so devoted when we first came to King's Landing. That day Cersei dragged her before the throne, Grandmother, I was actually worried for her. But she didn't have any trouble swearing loyalty to Joffrey right in front of me. Then she had the audacity to go behind my back with Tyrion, when I'd clearly forbade it. There was no thought of how fragile my position with the Lannisters was. And now, with all that's happened to her, who knows what else Mira was doing without my knowledge? Grandmother, it makes me question if she was ever loyal to me at all.
Is that it? Not yet.
I saw something of myself in Garrett Tuttle. I thought I could trust in him, Sam, but I was wrong. He gave me his word that he'd stay true to the vows he'd made in the Godswood. Yet before a day was out, a brother was dead atop the wall. I needed his sword at Craster's. I defended him to Frostfinger, and it cost me. Whatever happened up there, a man of the Watch doesn't run away.
Who should return then? But another Lord Forrester.
Refused to kiss
Roderick.
the ring.
Back from the twins with balls so shrunken he let Griff Whitetail beat him into the mud in his own yard. Reek, I had to come and see this walking tragedy for myself. But then, he jabbed out that fourth-born's eye. He killed the man who betrayed him. I was rather starting to like him, and then I thought, let's play a game. That's when the fun really started.
Asshole.
There was something about Asher Forrester. You would have liked him, Miss Sandai. He was rather earnest, but he had heart, fighting with a former slave by his side. Asher needed my help. I needed to know if he deserved it, so I tested him. But there was no easy answer. But then he told me the truth. He'd risked losing all he had come here for to stand by his friend, a former slave. In the end, that mattered more than disobeying an order.
Yep. For that, he earned my help and my respect.
I wish I could have done more for him. Perhaps, if I had, things would have turned out differently.
Loyalty.
Yep.
Friendship. Respect. Without them, we have nothing. I think, in the end, Mira came to understand that, Grandmother. She could so easily have turned on Sarah to protect herself. But instead, what she did, it took grace. If you're fierce enough, you leave King's Landing with your honor intact. Mira proved that. But at so high a cost.
Roderick. I could have told him this story wasn't going to have a happy ending. His brother dead, his mother dead, his little pile of timber in ruins. I just wish I'd been there to see it.
That Bolton bastard let their upstart houses go to war, Father. I'm not unfamiliar with these Forresters. Stubborn to the end. They were passionate, I'll give them that. But they were ruled by their whims. Impetuous when they should have been shrewd. Noble and just to the end, but weak. When will these Northerners ever learn? The Starks are dead. The war is over.
Oh ho ho. Okay, in the defense of House Forrester, you elected Duncan Tuttle as your sentinel for his diplomacy, allowed Beska to kill her master despite Daenerys' orders, helped Cotter end his suffering, kept unity, fortification, fought with fierce passion. Only me and 20% of others have fought with fierce passion. Well, that guy's dead. Ugh! Yeah, that's gonna fucking hurt. And he's still alive. Despite his wounds. Uh-oh. No, Roderick. Stay alive, Roderick.
Roderick?
Is that good or bad?
We haven't much time.
I have no idea. I haven't seen anybody else. I haven't seen anybody else's stuff. I don't know the percentages of the other stuff. Of the other choices. Well, I fought with fierce passion, so... Hey! Ryan's alive! You did good, Beska. You did good. Okay, so 62.6% told Marjorie the truth and were dismissed. 75.3% refused to marry Morgan. Gave Cotter a merciful death. What the fuck? Do people like to see other people that paid? I just don't get that. I'd rather have shown him mercy. Let Lord Whitehill live in order to rescue Ryan. Fuck yeah. The Forresters were always about family. Family always came first. That's the kind of people they are. Abandoned. 48.6% abandoned the North Road to march to Ironrath. Almost 50 goddamn percent of people march south to Ironrath. When I first started playing this game, and I took a long break from it. I'm pretty sure it was either a year or 2 years. It was either a 2-year break or a 1-year break. I can't remember precisely, but I think it was a 1-year break. When I did, I never thought, to be honest, I never thought I was coming back to this again. But I came back, kicked ass in the process, and finally finished Game of Thrones Telltale Season 1. That's the thing, that's going to be the thing, though. Many people have made several different choices in this game, and how it will translate into Season 2 if Skybound ever gets around making a Season 2. Yeah, it was kind of a bittersweet ending to it. If they do make a Season 2 of this, and I hope that they will, because I heard that that original plans had that they were going to make a Season 2 after Game of Thrones ended. And Game of Thrones is on Season 8 right now. So if it does end, and we do get and we do get season 2 of this game right here, I would like to see how it all plays out. I really would like to see how it all plays out. The choices that we made, though, they would legit have to try and base some decisions off of the majority, but the two major decisions, Roderick or Asher, really determined how episode 6 was really gonna go. And also the major decision to either stay in the North Grove or go south. Those two would have to be the major decisions that people would have to choose. And what I was thinking is they could make a 2-disc thing where one disc they got, Roderick's side and everything, and then the other disc they got Asher's side of everything. But they haven't either that, or we could do like a Telltale Batman and Telltale Walking Dead, where we can make the choices and then we can see what characters either come back and what we can play as, or what characters we can, or what new characters will come into the fold. Right now, Garrett is alive, so I'm pretty sure we will play as Garrett. I really want to play as Josera, though. I really want to play as him in season 2, if it ever happens. I'm probably annoying people saying season 2. It's probably annoying already. Anyways, I do want to play as Josera Snow, just because I want to see his take on this. Like, him and Garrett get split up or something like that, and he has to find Garrett and everything. I would like to see how it goes from his perspective, since he is like Jon Snow in a sense. If anything, I really would like to play as Josera. Another character I would like to play as is Talia, because she's another survivor. So I would like to play as Talia. So that would be 3 characters, and we could only be allowed to play as 4 characters, if anything, because there were like 4 perspectives on this. Well, there was 5 if you count Ethan, but he was only there for a short time, and then he got fucking killed, which sucked. But okay, so the final perspective I would like is Beskha or Ryan. I think it would be better to play as Beskha to even it out, because we would be playing as Josera and Garrett. We got 2 male, and then we got Talia and Beskha, which are 2 female. So it would even out. And we would be getting different perspectives on the story. We would see what happened to Roderick or Asher, whichever the choice was. And then with Josera and Garrett, we would see what the decision to go south actually had done for them. And hopefully they don't get fucking killed by the Night's Watch, because that would be the worst thing imaginable. Because in all seriousness, I really want to play this from multiple perspectives, and that was what I liked about the game. You got to play as multiple perspectives, and you got to see how the story unfolds with each individual character. Because in the other Telltale games, you only played as one character, except for Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy, which you played as all 5 members. In this one, you played as 4 members, and you got multiple perspectives in every episode. It just wasn't one perspective and then you go on to the next episode to see a different perspective. It was all different perspectives throughout the episodes. The story was... I'm not going to give it a 10 out of 10. I'm not going to give it a 10 out of 10 because there's some stuff that they could work on, and pacing is not too bad, but the first episode can take a little bit to wind it up to the point to where you got excited. But that was how the first seasons of the show Game of Thrones actually went. It took a while to build up, but once it eventually got started, then you really want to see more. And that's the aspect that I got from this. You had the pilot episode, which is Iron from Ice, and then you got all the way to episode 6, the Ice Dragon. But yeah, I really enjoyed playing Asher and Roderick the most. I really did. I would have at least liked to see more of Ethan, at least, to where he doesn't get killed off, get killed off immediately or something like that, or to where he actually survives or something like that, because I was expecting him to at least be there if when Roderick came back. That would have at least been great, but I guess to start off the chain of events already started off at the Red Wedding. So because Lord Gregor died and everything, so that was the start of the events. In all seriousness, I would have thought it better to keep Ethan alive, so that way we could at least see a little bit more of him, at least, and get more of a perspective, and then we could have switched it to Roderick. But yeah, in the first episode, when you did play as Ethan, he wasn't really, authoritative, because he was a young lord. He wasn't very authoritative all that much, which it didn't really give us a lot of opportunities to do that. It gave us opportunities to be witty and bold, but in the aspect of the Lord, of being the Lord of Ironwrath, it kind of not so much. With Roderick, you had that authority. You had that authority to actually strike fear, gain order in the house, and everything else. Which I kind of hoped Ethan would at least be. Which, like, Ethan towards the end kind of gotten into it, but at first I thought he would at least, try and do things. Asher. His story kind of felt a little slow. To me. His story kind of felt a little slow to me, but with his jokes and everything, and his charisma, I guess you can say, with his charisma, it kept me interested within his story, and also with Beska. And also, Beska was actually pretty interesting as well. If anything. Because Beska just seemed to be the type of no nonsense, no bullshit type of companion. I better wrap this up. I better wrap this up quick. So, Mira's Again, okay, so here are what the characters feel like to me, because these characters certain characters in a way. Mira's execution was definitely felt like Ned Stark's execution in season 1. Sorry for those of you who haven't watched the show, but spoiler alert. Just major spoilers. It just felt like that. And I know I kind of spoiled things here and there from each episode, but it got my wheels turning. It got the wheels in my brain turning. I love Game of Thrones as a whole, but anyways, so with Mira, she kind of felt like a combination of Tyrion and Ned Stark. She kind of felt like a combination between the two, and also being a handmaiden as well. So yeah, she kind of felt like she kind of had that combination, and then though I really disliked the little marriage proposal. I really do, because it just seems like Morgan being Littlefinger and trying to, gain his right to the throne and everything. Kind of like Littlefinger trying to take over the whole Seven Kingdoms with his manipulation and shit. Morgan kind of felt like a secondary Littlefinger. But yeah. I really didn't like the ending. I kind of like the execution ending a little better, because it seemed to be within it just seemed to be better, if anything. It just seemed like a little bit of the better ending, because Mira being married and then just being locked up somewhere and just having kids to a guy like that, that just doesn't seem fair. That just doesn't seem fair to Mira. But neither is the execution. Either. I really wish there could have at least been a little bit of a better ending with Mira, but with all that led up to it, it's Game of Thrones. I shouldn't have expected any less. I'm trying to think. What was it? Asher. Who does Asher remind me of? I'll get back to that later. Garrett. Garrett seemed to be a mixture of Jon Snow. Well, not because Garrett is a bastard or anything. He just comes from a different background. Nah, maybe not Jon Snow. Garrett just seems to give me the Sam vibe, which is Jon Snow's friend. But I'm not gonna spoil it any further from that. Just kind of trying to move along here. Garrett just seemed to have Sam with him, but he had like the sword experience of Jon Snow kind of thing. So it's kind of like he knew how to fight like Jon Snow, but he had more of Sam's protective, nice guy kind of nature when the opportunity presented itself. Roderick felt like Robb Stark. because Roderick, well, Roderick is both a mix of Robb Stark and Jon Snow, because he's fit to be king and everything, and he's easily in the leadership role. But neither Robb or Jon were fit. Neither of them wanted a leadership role kind of thing. So there was that. All right. Asher. I really don't know about Asher. I don't know what character he reminds me of. Talia reminds me of Arya, because Arya learned that the world is going to be a better place and everything. And Talia adapted to it a little more faster than Arya. In terms of that, Talia adapted a lot faster to this reality than Arya did at first. But now we're at the point. All right. And then I really don't know. Anyways, I did like the characters, and the characters did feel like they felt like they were in place. Even the nameless characters had their importance. But anyways, I bet you I prolonged the video long enough. Fourth wall break. Deadpool's here. Anyway, if you enjoyed season 1, if you enjoyed season 1 of Game of Thrones, and you have anything, and you have stuff, please ask Skybound to make a season 2. Just do that. Let's see if we can do that. But yeah, like, subscribe, turn on the little notification bell so that way you're notified of any new videos, because apparently we need to do the bell thing now. And check out our other playlist, because we got plenty of variety in our playlist. We got many perspectives on different games and everything. So, if you don't feel like watching one person, you can watch another. If you've seen one person's perspective on a game, you can see another person's perspective on same game kind of thing. Anyways, as always, keep on rocking, and I will see you at the next videos. Later!